Something has got to happen because we can no longer go down the path that we're going down. This country won't last another 6 months. This country won't last another 12 months if something doesn't happen. So it's time to flip the switch. It's time to get involved. It's time to move the line forward. And if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. So I don't care what flip the switch is. I don't care if that means that all of this nonsense is nonsense, or if some of it's true. All right. Good evening, Warriors, World Patriots, and my fellow Americans. My name is Mike. I'm the host of Liberty Warrior. Give me liberty or give me death. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Welcome to this beautiful Sunday evening, the last day of November, November 30th, 2021. Guess what night it is? Yes, sir. It's the coin giveaway tonight. Let me ask you guys a question. I think that War Machine outdid himself on this newest intro. If you agree with me, give me a 1 in the chat because he did a phenomenal job. He's got some new software he's been playing around with, fading photos in and out on the videos and stuff. I told him I wanted to start off with the Old West. And he did that. I said, let's go black and white. He did that. I said, halfway through the intro, let's boom and hit him with some color. He did that. And then I picked a song out. I said, man, we're going to rev them up for the last song, get them all wound up before we go live. And that's exactly what we did. And look at all those ones there, War Machine. They all love it. You did such an awesome job on that, brother. Thank you so much for all your hard work, because without War Machine, we wouldn't have the cool intros like that. It's truly a blessing to have him part of the team. He is a gifted individual. Yes, he's got a little bit of college background, but a lot of this stuff that he's dealing with right now, I want to be honest with you guys, a lot of it is self-taught. So what an amazing person that can jump in and dive into something head first like that. And I ask him to do something. He says, I'll give you my best. I give you my best. Well, I think he absolutely delivers each and every time. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Tonight is the night. We're going to do the coin giveaway. I'm going to invite Mary to come out with me first. We're going to open in prayer, and then boom, I'm going to drop the first name for tonight. I'm going to bring Tara in. She's got the computer all set up. We're ready to do this. So we're going to start the night off with a big bang. We'll drop the first name for you guys, and we're going to get the night started. So good evening, Mary. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Good to see you.
It is. It's a beautiful night. It's a beautiful evening. How is the weather there in Mexico? Are they, the other night you were on and they were celebrating and singing and music and all kinds of fun? Are they still doing that, or did it finally kind of die off?
About 3 a.m, it quit that night.
well, that's not a late night. That's just an early morning.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I'm ready to open in prayer. One last thing real quick. I want to do a shout out to a viewer out there, Phyllis B. I saw in the chat as I was playing the intro, she said tonight was her husband's birthday. She said, I'm going to start the night off right. We're eating lasagna. So happy birthday to Phyllis B's husband. I don't know what your name is, but happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful evening watching LWN, and just happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. And I'll tell you what I'd like to do, Mike, if you don't mind. Do you mind if I read just a little bit of scripture before we pray?
Go ahead.
This is Psalms 57. Be merciful to me, O God, be merciful, for I have taken refuge in you. In the shadow of your wings will I take refuge until this time of trouble has gone by. I will call upon the Most High God, the God who maintains my cause. He will send from heaven and save me. He will confound those who trample upon me. God will send forth his love and his faithfulness. I lie in the midst of lions that devour the people. Their teeth are spears and arrows, their tongue a sharp sword. They have laid a net for my feet, and I am bowed low. They have dug a pit before me, but have fallen into it themselves. Exalt yourself above the heavens, O God, and your glory over all the earth. My heart is firmly fixed, O God. My heart is fixed. I will sing and make melody.
Amen. Amen. I also see in the chat, our brother Jason lost his grandma a few days ago. So if we can slide him into the prayer too, that'd be great.
Okay. All right. Heavenly Father, we just thank you for joining together tonight as we dedicate this entire program to the power and the presence of the Christ light. We affirm the presence of the Holy Spirit. Everyone who enters into this program is blessed by the light of love, the perfection, the eternal oneness that is the truth of who we are as you created us. Father, this is an evening that is a state of grace. And in this state of grace comes forth truth, understanding, laughter, love, and greater awareness of the presence of God, the Father Almighty. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready to kick it off. I'm going to bring, you want to hold on for just for just a minute, Mary. I'm
Okay.
going to bring in Tara, and we're going to do the first drawing.
Okay.
Ron. Okay, I'm reading the chat. I'm sorry, Ron. Happy birthday to Ron. How's it going, Tara?
Hello, Mike. Hi, Mary.
Well,
Hello, everyone out there.
I think there's a lot of excited people tonight. So just so
I'm pretty excited too.
I'm really excited. So let's let everybody know how you've qualified. So anybody for the month of November who has bought a membership for channel 2 or channel 3, we're honoring all those memberships, okay? So your name is in the hat. Anybody who sent in a super chat or a super sticker before by the end of last night, your names are also in the hat as well. So we got, what is it, Tara, like 300 and is it 379?
357.
357. So your odds is 1 in 50, 1 in 357. All right, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, I'm doing it. Looky there. Bruce Wonky Rogue.
Oh.
Bruce Wonky Rogue.
Rogue, yeah.
Rogue, you have just won the first coin. So make sure that you email us so Tara can make sure she gets all your shipping information. And we will mail that out to you, sir. So thank you so much. So
24
this is my
hours. Let's
this
let
is
them know.
okay. Try to get it to us within 24 hours. This is something else that we're gonna try. So about every 15 to 20 minutes, we'll draw a name. Okay, 15 to 20 minutes, we'll draw a new name. So I'm paying attention to the clock right now. So all right, thanks, Tara. Appreciate it.
Welcome. Bye.
Okay, Bruce, you're the lucky winner. Winner number 1. We got 6 to go. All right, Mary. Well, thanks for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the show this evening.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, let me check on Shane real quick. He was all right, Shane's dealing with a little bit of blood pressure issues right now. So I want to make sure that Shane is okay. Let me turn some light up a little bit here. There we go. All right. I got an email too that I got to check real quick. Well, all right. We're good. We're good. Shane's trying to get his blood pressure under control. And we just did the first drawing. So tonight is all about you guys and giving back. I can tell you what we're getting ready to do for December. So in December, same thing. If you guys buy any membership on any of the channels, your name goes in for the drawing in December. Same with super chats starting tomorrow. If you guys do any super chats in December or super stickers, your name goes in the drawing. So we've got 2 coins for December so far. We'll see how many we get by the end of the month, and we'll probably cut that off. I'm going to say before Christmas. It'll be a little shorter month because I want to get those out before Christmas. You'll get them after Christmas, but December we just want to make sure that we do them before Christmas. So if you happen to get one drawn before Christmas, you can do a little gift thing under the Christmas tree or stocking if you want to give that to somebody, and at least they'll know it's on the way. So that's what we got planned for December. We got some other things that we're going to throw in there as well, but we're trying to finalize all that stuff with the group and make sure that when we present it to you, I think you're going to enjoy it. Shane has got the very first coffee cup today, which was pretty neat. So we're ready to possibly put those in the store as well for people who want to have a coffee cup with LWN on it. And we will also be giving those away as part of some of our giveaways that we're going to do as well. So stay tuned. Keep up with us. We're getting ready to really rev this thing up and get going. I know we've kind of been knocked around a little bit, but listen, I've been in this game for quite a while. This isn't my first picnic. This isn't the first time they've taken us down. I've already been 3 steps ahead of these guys for months, and I know exactly what I'm doing. So we'll just roll with it. And I've got 5, 6, and 7 already teed up. I saw some comments in chat that people can't find them. I got to get that stuff over to Tara. Maybe she can send it out in the email. We'll put it in the website, on the website for you guys. I just got to grab time and grab the information and send it in there. So within the next 48 hours, you'll be able to find 5, 6, and 7 on libertywarriornation.com. Go to the website. We'll put them up all over the place. I know 5 already downloaded a video there. So 5's got a video on it, and 6 and 7, I haven't had time to do anything with it yet. So they're sitting there, they're ready to go, and we're just going to keep moving forward on it. So they're not stopping us. We're just going to continue to roll on. All right. Well, I'm waiting for Shane to get in here. And I guess if he doesn't, I will be dropping the link and we'll just roll on with some phone calls. And then here, I don't know, we're down about maybe 10 more minutes or so. We'll draw another name. So I know we're all been paying attention to what's going on. I don't know what's going on there. I saw some stuff in the chat. Sorry. We've all been paying attention to what's going on with the court date. Started yesterday. We talked about it a little bit this morning, and it started. Very little information coming out so far, but we will definitely pay attention to it, and we'll try to keep you guys not entertained, but we'll try to keep you guys up to date on what's going on as that thing all unfolds. And it's just part of what we're going through right now with GM and what she's doing right now, what she's going to put out there. All I can say is to answer some of those questions, people go different directions, folks. That's all I can tell you. People are going different directions. I'm staying on the path that I'm meant to stay on. And people come, people go, and they have their own paths that they walk. Not a big deal to me. So that's about all the answer you're going to get from me. Everybody makes choices. Everybody makes certain decisions. Everybody's got their own platforms, do their own things. Here, I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing. So that's not going to change. We're not going anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. So anybody wants to hop up here real quick, I'll take a caller and then we'll draw a name. There's a link. Anybody wants to come up here, we could talk about the current events that are happening right now. Judge blocks vacation number nationwide just now. John H., if you want to hop up here real quick, brother, there's the link. So John's putting in the chat that federal judge blocks the vacations nationwide just now. I think that's all good news for all of us. But I thought that was already going on. Let's bring John E. in real quick. Good evening, John. How are you?
And I'm doing great, brother. It looks like a whole lot's going on.
Is it? A lot of stuff popping off right now?
Well, kind of unique in the great timing on the silver giveaway. Had a couple ups and downs in the market that have drawn some attention. I don't think that's going to cease. The China event and the destruction of that, I still haven't been able to find whether that guy, the owner, was able, because he was hedged pretty heavy to bail himself out and buy himself this last 30 days. So I don't know whether he got that done again or not. But there's money due just to buy 2 weeks more time. But I don't think that's going to happen. So the market is something to watch. You know, we all know that they play our metal and they play silver pretty heavy. So you never can trust what's happening with gold and silver, because the COMEX is controlled by the very same people that control the banks. So that's always interesting. And with the trial, I have a real personal issue with pedophiles and pedophilia. Uh, it hits me in my gut, but I've watched this, and we've all seen it throughout our history in this country, to where there is a two-tiered justice system that we're all aware of. And sometimes folks with notoriety and financing seem to slip through the cracks. You know, I was going back and I was listening to an old show that I did in 2013, and at that time, Woody Allen was being honored by some group out in California, and you know, Woody, he was a known guilty of molesting his daughter, 13 years old, a pedophile, and actually rape. Then he ended up marrying her.
That's sad. That's messed
Different
up.
with this one, but I think there's more drops coming out of there, and there's a reason that they did not want us to be able to listen or to view what's happening, you know, and because it's got to be a huge reveal. You know, the one of the people giving testimony today, a pilot. So there was actually additional flights that just weren't weren't private, that now people are aware of. So I don't know who was on that list. I know that old Johnny wasn't on it. So
well, there's been a lot of stuff happening too that I'm aware of. There was 500 planes up today. I'm getting some other stuff sent to me right now. Let me read it right now. I don't know. A lot of planes up right now and helicopters. I just got sent some stuff. 58 helicopters up right now is what it's looking like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's pretty interesting times. I guess with the new variant, I don't understand that unless it's just a huge fear campaign. Seems like the original doctor you know, spoke about the mildness of the cases, but there's a harsh reality for that part of the country where they've got 65% and then 35% that have taken a vacation, but they're equally infected, and it's very contagious, but it's milder. So, you know, you would think that we would be encouraged, but I really think from the mainstream media, the fear campaign is going full bore. So we'll see where that takes us, and I'm certain that that's having an impact also on the market, huh?
Yeah.
Fears of some kind of, let's all shut it down again, you know, and that would be horrific for where we're at with the economic situation.
We couldn't handle another shutdown, in my
No,
opinion.
no, and so that would give us some insight just how far, you know, who's actually pulling the levers. If that happened, it would give a big appearance that the deep staters may actually be in control, and that won't be a good indicator. But I think that we're all, you know, another thing, we had a great court decision today in the state of Louisiana, filed in Louisiana, and the judge is going to allow our healthcare workers not to face the mandate. He's relieving that, and when he broke down why, he fully understands that this will end up, and he is pushing it toward the Supreme Court to force the Supreme Court to have to issue a decision because the administration is totally opposed, and they want it, and that speaks volumes, because he gave great constitutionality, where in not only the state of Louisiana's constitution, but also in our federal constitution, that this is not possible, and that the only way that anything like that could be done would have to be legislated. And he spelled it all out. He's a brilliant guy, and we got a great constitutional attorney general. Jeff Landry is a battler, a warrior for the people, and thank God for him. I love him.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for the call, John. I got a few callers
brother.
backed up on me, and I'm going to draw another name here shortly. So
right.
Thank you for everything you do, man.
I love you, brother. Bye.
All right. Love you too. Bye-bye. All right. Let me check with Tara real quick and see how many minutes we got left. You guys are ridiculous. That's all. Let me bring Tara in real quick. Hello, Tara.
Hi again.
How long do we have? How many more minutes? Do you want to just do one right now?
I think we're good to do one right now.
All right. I'm ready whenever you are.
And I am doing it. Susie Kippen Murdoch.
Susie Kippen Murdoch?
Yes.
Okay. Can you put that in the chat so everybody can see that?
Yes, I can.
Okay. The first one was Rogue, and the second name is Susie Kippen Murdoch. It'll be in the chat. Congratulations. All right. Thanks, Tara.
Welcome.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, let's bring Tammy in.
Hey,
Tammy,
you.
how
Hey.
are you?
I'm good. I just came in because I love this giveaway stuff, and I think it's fascinating and fun. And you've got 2 down. Dang it, Tara was on there. I wanted to be part of it.
Oh, maybe next time.
Thanks a lot. And
You got to wait 15 minutes. You got to wait 15 minutes.
I'm an afterthought. No, I just wanted to come on and say hi because I don't get to very often, and I'm not working for you tonight. So I'm actually working for you on the air tonight. But I just wanted to add just some fun and excitement. We have the holidays coming, Christmas coming, and all these giveaways coming. There's a lot of good, positive, happy things coming for LWN. And I just wanted to bring that comment to the forefront because, like I said, we're always so serious all the time. There's all this stuff going on, but you have some great things in the works for all these viewers, all these listeners. And I want them to stay tuned and maybe become members and be part of all the fun. These t-shirts are amazing. I have 2 on the way. We've got possibly mugs coming up shortly. And I just think it's a great thing that we can share part of Liberty Warrior Nation on our person or as we drink our coffee or whatever we drink in that cup, the tea. And I'm just excited for that for the holidays, Christmas, New Year's, all that. We got good things coming on the horizon.
Absolutely. The holidays I'm looking forward to. I'm going to be taking a little bit of time off. And I know a lot of the viewers and stuff have said things to us about holidays coming up. Are we gonna take breaks? And so I don't know. We're thinking about it. We're contemplating it. And I know you and I want to do some special things on New Year's. So like Thanksgiving, I think we're going to try to do a special show. I still have to talk to Jay about that, see if he'd be willing to help us out on that. And then I got to find one other person that I think would be great. Maybe I'll ask John E. So we want to read a couple stories on New Year's or on Christmas Eve. I don't think we'll probably be on Christmas night at all, but Christmas Eve would definitely be a fun time to do a nice little vigil. Say goodnight to everybody, Merry Christmas, and then be off Christmas Day. So we are planning on taking some time off. And I think Christmas Eve would be really amazing.
And yeah, I do too. And I think it would be special and we can have special things going on. And, read "Twas the Night Before Christmas." I just think that's a very wonderful thing, and the true story of what Christmas is. I mean, we
Yep.
got a lot of good things in the works. It doesn't have to all be serious and all politics or all, all the negative things that are going on in life. I like to spin it to the positive and to provide hope and joy moving forward. That's just how I am. I can't be serious all the time, and I appreciate you that you allow me to come on and interrupt your show like this. It's a good time, and I just love being part of this, and I hope that everybody sticks around and keeps trying to find you as we move around YouTube, as they keep knocking us down left and right. You know what, though? It doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, Mike. It's how many times you get back up and how you get back up, and that's what we're doing, right?
Well, they can keep trying to knock us down, but like I said, it won't be hard to find us here real soon when I launch a couple of things. Everybody will be able to find us, so it's coming.
Yeah, it is. All right, I guess I got to step back down.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye. Kick me
Bye.
out.
All right, bye-bye. All right, let's bring Digital Hawk in. How are you this evening, brother? Can't hear you. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Hello.
All right, loud and clear. Go ahead, brother.
All right, Ken Carson, you got a lot of music to write to kick War Machine's because War Machine vibed us up. I very much appreciate what War Machine did. Don't you dare forget Ken Carson and how he got us through those other timelines. Number two, I want to tell you, there is a love swirl going on. Amazing things are going on in terms of love. I'm connecting to stuff. Things are happening. The big word is endure, 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 endurance. This is a psychological battle. You must endure. That's all I wanted to say. And that's it. That's it. Ken Carson, you're on the hook. Bye.
All right, we'll see you. Thank you, brother.
Peace.
All right, let's bring Diamond Lil in real quick. How you doing, Diamond?
Hi, Mike. Come on, admit it. You missed me. Come on.
Oh, I have missed you absolutely.
All right, there you go.
where have you been hiding?
Oh, I've been just bouncing around and doing the prayathons on the weekends, and just been having fun in life. So
good. Where's that Craig? Where's that Craig DeHunter been hiding? I haven't seen him for a while.
Weird. Craig DeHunter's been popping up with. I don't know if you've seen some of his videos. He's now a opera singer called Opera Man, Opera Boy, actually. Some of those videos are pretty.
Boy.
Okay, yeah, they're pretty funny. But I just wanted to come up and just say I'm still here. You're still here, and we have to remember. I know you are, but keep your faith in the Heavenly Father, because He has this. I know 100%. In every fiber of my being, He has told me that He has got us 100%. We just have to be have faith and stand behind Him and be fast. That's all we need to do. So I just wanted to say hi, let you know I was still here, and put a smile on your face tonight.
I was all jacked up and doing very well, and I got sidetracked.
Yep.
And I'm sending the link out so some other people can join us. And tonight is a great night, to be honest with you. We're handing out silver coins, and I think we're going on number 3 here real soon. So yeah. I'm excited for everybody to have a chance. So
and that is a great idea, Mike. That's an awesome thing for you guys, because I know that you said that you and Shane purchased some, and it's just a great idea that you guys did. So means a lot. So I just wanted to tell some of the people in chat were poking me to get up here. So I
Well, I'm
decided
glad
to
they.
come up and say hi.
I'm glad they did, Diamond. It's been a minute since we've seen you.
Yeah, I haven't been around. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a break, So I'll be back again and listen, steadfast behind Heavenly Father. He's got this, and we just have to continue having faith. So I love you all, and have a great rest of your show, Mike, okay?
All right. Thanks, Diamond Lil.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. I miss Diamond. She usually called in there quite often. I know she's been on the Ladies of Liberty with Tammy a few times. And it's always a pleasure to talk to her. So we'll roll into the next caller. We got Lori.
Hi.
Hello, Lori. How are you?
Good. I just wanted to call in and say hi because I haven't called in, in a while. So, Mike, I really think this show is really super fantastic. I don't know what to put it into words, but I honestly know that you guys are like my extended family. I really don't call this a show. I call this our big family that we get together and we talk about things. And like Tammy said, it doesn't always have to be serious and we don't always have to have intel. I think last night was really good talking about food. It was making me so hungry.
Well, let's not get started on that tonight.
Oh no we don't need that. But yeah, I just wanted to call in and say hello and make sure, hello to the chat. And hello, Shane. I don't know if he's listening.
He's
But
listening. He's
yeah,
just dealing with his blood pressure.
yeah. Sometimes it's hard to control, but we need to pray for him. And I'm just trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you and tell the chat. We're trying to get the people that are missing in action because they can't, find you. I think the best thing for us to do, it's a suggestion, is to share to all the platforms that everyone has, because it's going to bring in the people that can't find us and new people, because we want our family to grow, and let everybody know how special this chat is and your show. I don't want to call it a show, Mike, because I feel like we're friends.
We are definitely friends.
Yes. And, it's something very special that you have, your show, compared to other ones. Not that they're not good, but there's just something about this show that, it's like you feel the closeness. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. I can't explain it. But
Well, we're all family.
yeah.
We're all one nation under God. Okay, we're all one
Right.
nation under God.
So that's really all I had. But
Well,
if people,
are you getting prepared for the next holiday?
yeah, I didn't have I hadn't had a tree in a couple years because I moved into a really nice trailer park. I know it doesn't sound nice, but yeah, it's really nice. They have live security up front and everything. But my mobile home is really small, so I sold my Christmas tree that I had. And this year I found one on sale and I wanted the pencil one, like the tall pencil trees that they have.
Yeah.
That's working out very well for me. I love it. So I have my tree this year.
That's awesome. I'm getting ready to put mine up.
Yeah, I'm working on it. My brother helped me put it up Thanksgiving, so Yeah. So now I can just put the the ornaments on the tree.
Sounds
So
like you got a plan. I'm getting ready to
yeah.
do that this weekend. So
Oh,
I'll be joining the team.
all right. That sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, Lori. Appreciate it.
Thank, thank you for letting me come on.
All right. Have a
Love
good evening.
you.
All right.
Love
Love
the
you too.
chat.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Here comes Jeff B. How's it going, Jeff?
Did you get that dog taken care of?
Yeah, he got a bath. He got a bath.
So what's going on in the wonderful world of Mike this evening?
Same old, same old. Just getting it done and having a good time doing it.
So, you see that picture I sent you?
I did. Yeah, helicopters all over the place.
Yeah, Monkey
Looked
sent
like
that
it
to
was
me.
looked like it was snowing helicopters.
6 to 8 normally. When
Yeah,
he
it
sent the
was-
picture, it was 58. But nothing's happening. Chris Cuomo, what happened to that guy?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Suspended indefinitely from CNN.
Really? So
Yep.
that's the little brother then, or is he the little brother
Yes,
or the big brother?
the brother of the governor, the former governor. Yeah, it's very.
Now is he moving? Is
What's
he
that?
moving over to another channel, or is he just
Might be
suspended
moving to a
from?
different locale.
All right,
They terminated him.
bye bye. Huh.
Twitter CEO gone. Very interesting.
Well, you know me. I always ask why. There could be all kinds of different reasons, and
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah, yep.
Maybe they woke up one day and decided, hey, somebody said, does Gitmo have a news channel?
That's-
Yeah. I don't know. Just a lot of strange events, strange occurrences. So,
how have you been today? Because I know earlier we talked and there was a lot of stuff that we threw around.
I'm actually enjoying myself. Yeah, I did a little, fact checking, proof tossing. Yeah. Yes, sir. So, what else is happening? You look a little preoccupied.
I am just trying to pay attention to chat. And there's Tara and other people are texting me right now. So she's letting me know it's time to draw another name. So let's bring her on in. I think this is number 3. You there, Tara?
I'm here. Hi, Jeff B.
Hey, I thought you were going to show up dressed like Vanna White or something along those lines. Start flipping some letters.
I'll get carpal tunnel. Okay, here we go.
All right, let's do it.
This is number 3, Lily J. Lily J.
Lily J. That's number 3?
Yep.
All right, Lily J, you're number 3. Congratulations.
I will set the timer so we can pay attention.
All right. That helps me out because I'm sitting here trying to figure out when the last time is we did it and I couldn't remember. So that's why I was texting you.
I got you covered.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Tara.
Welcome.
All right. That's number 3, folks. 4 to go. Congratulations to Lily J. Lily J's usually in here. So hopefully you're in here tonight so you could hear that. Send us an email with your shipping information so that we can get those out to you guys. The sooner the better. And maybe they'll get to you hopefully before Christmas. Should be able to. So anyway, let's bring in the next caller, John H.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, John?
Well, since you asked, so I was feeling kind of discouraged today, so I decided it would be a good thing to go over next door to my house that has all of my mad science stuff in it and do some work.
It sounds like a Kaczynski move in the making.
Well, I decided to run some 1 1/4 conduit blind inside of a wall. So I found out a couple of things. Number one, 100-year-old yellow pine is not something you want to drill through with a hole saw unless you have plenty of spare batteries.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. And then I found out that if you're going to run 10-foot it's got 10-foot ceilings. It's got 9-foot ceilings, so you need 10-foot conduit to make it all the way through. Well, you have to make sure that the peak of your house isn't 9 foot 4 inches tall, because then you got to bend the conduit to get it down the hole in the top of the wall. But it gets even worse. I was going to cut the hole in the bottom of the wall to drop the conduit through, and I realized that the perfect place that I calculated to run this conduit is directly over the main support beam through the middle of the house.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. It's not fun.
Well, so it's real simple. You just got to get an extension, and fortunately,
or find somebody else to do it for you.
No. Yeah. Now that's just not it. That's not in my DNA. So fortunately, this house had a beam. Now this is a 100-year-old house, but they'd taken 3 2x and they'd run like a 1/2 inch spacer between them. So I had a 1/2 inch space to cut a 1 3/4 inch hole. So I got this idea of running an extension through the beam, through one of the holes, and then putting the hole saw on the end of the extension, and then run my drill from below the beam. And that was all great, except I didn't have an extension. So I had to make one.
Oh boy, here we go.
So I did find out that even though you got an 1 3/4 inch hole saw, you know those little countersink bits where you can drill and countersink a hole and then flip it over and it's got a drill bit on the side. Well, those things explode really bad. So I love them, but I got dozens of them that are broken. So what I found out is if you take the broken bits apart, you can use the 1/4 inch drive and you can slide the bit holder in there and it makes another 1/4 inch drive, and you can put about 10 of these in a row and get about 1.5 foot extension. So anyway, I'm in the basement with this extension leading up through the beam. Got my drill in one hand. I've got the other hand holding the bit up against the wood, drilling and drilling and drilling, standing on 1 foot because I'm just a little bit too short to hold it in there. And anyway, I found out that those hole saws get really hot when you're cutting through 100-year-old yellow pine.
Yeah, a little bit.
So anyway, I'm about halfway done with this project. It only spent a whole day cutting 2 holes. But other than that, the days went great.
I thought you were going to say you were cutting a hole and you found HRC in there.
It would have been a clone.
1 of 30.
So anyway, I'm about halfway through, but the whole goal is I'm running a network cable for security cameras on my house. So I'll probably be done by this time next year.
That sounds like a pretty long project there, brother.
Well, it's about a 5-minute project, but when you have to make your tools, It gets
Yeah,
long.
I have had to definitely manufacture my own tools before. And
You can't,
sometimes those are the best ones.
and I found out you can't use the little springy 1/4 inch drive things, so you can bend it around the corner and drill. Those things explode with a surprising amount of force when the bed hangs up. It's incredible how far pieces fly.
So let me ask you a question, John H. You were saying that the Supreme Court, was it the Supreme Court that just made that ruling today?
Nope, it was a Louisiana federal judge.
Okay.
Basically blocked it for healthcare workers nationwide. So what's
Gotcha.
got to happen now is it's got to go to the Supreme Court next.
And how long does that take?
Well, the last one took about 18 hours.
Wow. That doesn't take very long at all.
Yeah, it was blocked in 10 states and it was overturned the next morning.
So let me ask you this question. I've heard about this ruling from other judges just a few weeks ago. So what makes this one any different?
Well, I think it's a revolt in the federal court system is what I think. I think a lot of federal judges are going, okay, if you guys want to play this game, we'll just play ping pong with this, and we'll keep it tied up in court until you're all dead of old age. I think it's federal judges telling Supreme Court that they're all too old and senile to be on the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
And so it just goes over there. Supreme Court overturns it, and it goes back. And I think they probably have them queued up for a year.
So when the Supreme Court turns it back, now you said that this judge did it for nationwide. So how does a judge in Louisiana make a ruling that affects everybody across the nation?
I'm not real clear on that, but when a federal judge makes a ruling, it is typically, I mean, if they come up and say something's unconstitutional, that is effectively nationwide.
Gotcha.
That would probably be something more for D-Dog or John E to answer, but that has happened numerous times. Where they make a ruling and it has implications outside of their district.
Gotcha.
But anyway, that just popped up. I was like, I mean, literally the story was at like 11 minutes after, and it was like 13 minutes after when I saw it. So I was like, wow, that's late. That's breaking news.
Huh.
I'm just curious on how far that's going to go and how many people are really going to look at that, say employers, and say they're not going to try to enforce that any longer. Because I know a few of them out there that are still going to push the issue.
Yeah, but so here's the thing to think about. Now, I'm not a lawyer, but I do play one on TV. I just play the bad parts, the drinking and the drugs. So here's the thing. You can't sue the manufacturer. That was their first rule. Hey, I want to go buy a car from you. Okay, the first thing you got to do is you've got to sign this waiver saying that you're not going to sue me because my car's a piece of crap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a bad product right off the bat. If the first thing the manufacturer wants to do is shield themselves from all lawsuits, I would go, nah, I'm not going to buy that. But so what businesses are doing, the ones that want this, they have this out where they go, oh, we have to. It's federal mandate. We don't have a choice, right? But if it's not, now they're open to lawsuits because who are you? If something goes bad, who are you going to sue? Well, you can't sue the manufacturer. You can't sue the courts. Well, without a ruling from the courts or without some government entity telling them that it has to be that way, those companies are out of excuses. Then who do you sue? Well, you sue the company. So what that does is it may not solve the problem. There's a difference between saying, hey, it's not a requirement, and saying, hey, you're not allowed to make it a requirement, right? But by saying it's not a requirement, that is opening those companies up for lawsuits. They no longer have anybody else to point to. So
And I realize that these are mandates which are not laws. All I'm saying is there are companies out there that follow the mandates. There's lots of them out there try to push this. We hear about it every day. I was just responding to some of the questions in chat. I realize that there are mandates, but a lot of these companies will follow it regardless. So that's why I asked the question. I mean, if this judge is making that ruling, then why are some of these companies still going to push the issue?
Well, so some of these companies want it, right? They want to push the issue, right?
Absolutely, I will agree with that.
So the government telling them that it doesn't matter if it's a law or a mandate or a suggestion. They have somebody to blame, right? They're going to say, well, it's suggested by the people who suggest things, and so we're going to follow that. So they've got somebody to blame, right? And of course that's an entity that you can't sue, so they're going to push that as far as they can. But when that's been taken away, there's nobody to blame. Now it's squarely on the company's shoulders. So there's going to be these companies that are going to weigh that and go, I'm not sure we want to take that risk. It's like my company. I mean, my company is telling me I have to take a vacation. I haven't been within 10 miles of a coworker in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely no reason. But they're gonna have to rethink that, because if it's that places all of the liability on them now.
Well, where are all these ultra liberal people saying my body, my choice? Because that's all that was crammed down our neck for years.
Yeah,
years.
But so here's the way I explain that. Okay, and no offense, Jeff, but I think you are trying to be you're trying to you're assuming that liberals actually have a platform that they're standing on. They're not. It's it's whichever way the wind blows, right?
Right.
I guarantee you it'll be 2 or 3 years from now they'll be saying, why didn't Mr. T build that wall like we said?
Because they have airplanes that they can just fly them over.
Well, we would have shot them down. What I'm saying is there's no platform they adhere to, right? They're just they're dust in the wind, right? It's just whatever they can do to be upset about, that's what they're going to do.
Well, here the weird thing about it is, so you have a crisis, supposedly. Everybody has to get it, but we're going to give an exemption to the U.S. Postal Service, Congress, staffers, but everybody.
Yeah,
the Bureau of Investigations has to have it.
Well, but I'm gonna apply some left wing logic to that. Why would you need postal workers vacationed? I mean, they have no capabilities of accidentally carrying things to every American citizen in one day. You're just talking crazy now.
Right. Yeah, because it's not like the U.S. Postal Service has contact with every person in the U.S.
Yeah, in a single day.
Right.
Right. It's not like they're the most. That would be the fastest way to distribute something across the U.S. using an entity that's designed to do just that.
Or we just make up another one. Whatever they're calling the new one, isn't it an anagram for moronic?
Well, you know what that. Well, I don't know if I can say it. I'm going to put it in private chat and let Mike decide if he can say it.
Put it in there. I'm gonna bring D-Dog in here in a minute, but we're gonna do one more name. We're gonna draw another name. So, yeah, we got to be careful of that word.
Yeah,
Let me bring Tara back in real quick.
That's the real name for it. Okay.
All right, Tara, we're ready.
Hi, John H., by the way.
Hello.
Patiently waiting forever.
Are you in an airport?
Patiently waiting forever. You are the next name drawn. Congratulations. Patiently waiting forever. You are is this number 4, Tara?
Yes, number 4, 3 more to go.
All right, number 4, 3 more to go. Patiently waiting forever. You are the 4th winner. So thank you. Thanks, Tara.
Welcome.
All right.
This is how dense I am. I thought she was saying she was patiently waiting forever for you to bring her in.
That's what I was thinking too, Jeff.
That would almost sound correct, but I have seen
Ding
patiently
dong.
waiting. I have seen patiently waiting forever in the chat lots of times. So
I guess the squid and the jarhead didn't get it.
Right? Yeah, we're the two dumbasses.
So John H had a question for you, D-Dog, that applied to the Constitution.
Okay.
And I think it had something to do with the federal judge, right?
Yeah. So the federal judge in Louisiana basically has put a hold on all vacation mandates. And
yeah, I think that's only for 22 states.
Okay, so but I have seen things in which a federal judge does things like that, and it stops it nationwide. Mm-hmm. And I think it is how they interpret the problem with it. Like if they come up and say, I feel that this is unconstitutional, right, and blocks it, then that pretty much blocks it nationwide until somebody can get a final decision on that. But I didn't know why, because the article I read says that it has nationwide implications.
Okay. Supreme Court judge never makes a decision. He only gives opinion.
Yeah, they write opinions. So so a Supreme Court judge will never make a ruling ever of any kind ever. Okay. So what is the weight of an opinion carry then?
Pretty much about the same as what the president says, not much.
Okay.
Because on the federal level, the federal really doesn't have any power over the people. But everyone is given the president all this fake authority, give the Supreme Court all this fake authority. Because if you look at the Constitution, most of the Constitution is about the legislative branch. And the president has a little section, and the judicial has even a smaller section.
Right. So the Supreme Court, the way I understand it, the Supreme Court's job is strictly to determine if
constitutionality.
If they're it doesn't say the law's good or bad. It says it is constitutional, or the entity has the constitutional power to do this, or they don't.
Right. But if you go into the Constitution, Article 6, Clause 2, the Constitution is supreme law of the land, basically, and then it has judicial opinion and is also. But if judicial says that it's unconstitutional, then it's not a law.
Yeah, so I didn't like, I got bonked on the head with that when Bobo Care was going through,
Mm-hmm.
and in which the Supreme Court says, hey, they didn't say it outright, but they basically implied, yeah, it's a shitty law, but
Mm-hmm.
it is constitutional. Since we see it as a tax, then the federal government has power over taxation. And they even went so far in their opinion to say, we're not endorsing it. We're not saying it's good or bad. We're just saying that it's constitutional.
Well, that's fine. Whenever I get my penalty every year, along with my regular tax payment, I added an IOU for bullshit.
I
didn't pay any of the penalties. Screw them.
Nope. I don't fill out the section because if you lie, you're breaking the law. But if you don't answer, and that's what I do, you know.
Yeah, because once you slap that stamp on there,
well, as soon as you put the signature on it, you're screwed.
You're right. Yeah, I don't know this. I'll tell you one thing. If anything, this evolution is teaching some people, it's that damn Constitution.
Yeah, I've learned more in the Constitution in the last 2-3 months, probably since D-Dog started hopping on here. I've probably learned more about the Constitution than I have in my entire life. And having him come on here and keep saying it over and over again is helpful, at least for me, because then it kind of sets in a little bit. Just hearing it once doesn't do it. So hearing it often, I think we retain it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, what job am I telling everyone to do?
Talk to your sheriff.
Right. And I always make a point of saying that, right?
Yep. You'll even end the show saying that.
Or I'll say my quote. And what's my quote, Mike?
Your quote is, if you don't know your rights, you don't know what you're losing. Something like that. You don't know
what to protect.
You don't know what to protect. All right.
Yep, I just dropped it in regular chat.
If you don't know your rights, you don't know what to protect.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, I guess my question, so I learn a little bit more about the Supreme Court, would be this. If they don't have any more weight than just what the president says, then what are they there for?
Well, like, Potato's already gotten mad because, let's see. That's Article 3. Was all mad because the Supreme Court said that that's unconstitutional, you can't do it, and then he does it anyway. And that's when the legislative branch is supposed to step in and say, no. 2 of us are overruling you. You can't do this. But, that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all because we have that stinking 17th Amendment that's actually unconstitutional. Because in Congress, the House, that's the people. That's the people's voice, is the House. And the Senate, that's the state's voice. And since the 17th Amendment, the states have not been able to send their 2 senators there. It's been the people voting on that. That's why everything's all screwed up.
That's just stupid that this whole country is in a complete mess, and it's up to us to clean this up. I mean, we cannot sit there and think that somebody is going to do it for us magically. We got a lot of damn work ahead of us. A lot of damn work.
And I give everyone one promise: it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yep, I believe so.
the sad part about this, Mike, is if you read the Federalist Papers, they saw all this happening.
Yeah.
The Federalist Papers is probably, I mean, it's one of the most important set of documents that could be taught in school these days, because it's what was being discussed at the time. Yep. And I'm going to tell you, you read some stuff in those papers, and I'm going to tell you, liberals' heads would explode if they actually read this. It is, I mean, they're not talking about 2A stuff. They're talking about the government does not have arms at all. If the people don't want to defend the government, let it die. If the government is so corrupt that the people won't stand up and defend it, then it needs to die. And I mean, it's a very, very radical but correct document. It's a set of documents. It's like they would publish these in newspapers and jab at each other when they were writing the Constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Federalists and Anti-Federalists usually were back to back.
Yep. And it was the Twitter war of the day. But it's very, very definitely need to read. Very important.
Well, you know the thing about all these documents is, I mean, how smart these people had to be to have the foresight to be able to sit back and problem solve something that you don't even know is going to exist.
I find that pretty interesting myself, that they had that kind of forethought.
The problems were already written.
Right. Yeah.
This is the book of human nature. All the problems with the government have already been written.
And you said they pulled that right out of the Bible when they were writing the Constitution.
The Constitution without the amendments is 4,500 words, and there's over 1,500 scriptures that actually come directly from the Bible into the Constitution.
And then there's also there's also another important document that we always overlook too, which is that's the Declaration of Independence, right?
Well, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution are supposed to work together, but people aren't paying attention to the 1100 Charter of Liberties, the 1215 Magna Carta, the British, what is it? Our English Bill of Rights, and the Grant of Remonstrance, and there's another document that those five actually put together a lot of our Constitution, like our amendments 4 through 8. That's actually in the Magna Carta, clause 34 through 38. Guess you just have to know where to find stuff. And who believes the Supreme Court judge has got a lifetime appointment?
Well, I don't know if I believe it anymore, but that's what I was taught.
Okay, I just dropped something in regular chat. I'll put it in our private chat, and that's Article 3, Section 1 is towards the middle of it.
During good behavior,
and that's it.
Window.
Yeah. That's it. So
yeah,
when did
they start screwing with the Constitution, and we can go, you're gone, go home.
So when did they become lifers then? Is it as long as they're in good behavior, they can go for life? Is that kind of how they twisted it, and then it just became as life? We just never knew that, like, for example, the one guy, What is his name that we've been having issues with? He was
Roberts?
appointed by, yes, he was appointed by Trump, but he hasn't been worth a damn since. Since he has bad behavior, we should be able to just throw his ass out, right?
Right. And if you look at in history, a lot of judges didn't sit in the Supreme Court for more than 3 or 6 months.
Why is that?
Because they don't know how to read.
Okay. All right. That's a fair answer. I asked the question. You gave the answer.
Well, if they can't read the Constitution, they don't need to be there.
Correct. I agree with you. I definitely. All right. It's time for another name, gentlemen. Let me bring Tara in real quick. All right. This is number 5, right, Tara?
Correct.
All right. Give us number 5.
Here we go.
Please.
Believing in SC, South Carolina.
Believing in SC, South Carolina?
I am guessing that's what SC stands for.
Yeah,
But yes.
I think it is South Carolina. Believing in SC. What was the last part of that?
That's it. That's it.
That's it. Believing in SC. So
You got it.
congratulations. Tara can put that in the chat. That'd be great. Reach out to us with your email so we can get your mailing address. Thank you so much, Tara.
Welcome.
All
So
right.
I guess if she would have pulled one of our names, we could have said rigged.
Yeah, you think? You think?
That'd have been bad for business.
Jeff's name got pulled 81 million times.
Right. And I still lost.
Yeah.
Shit.
And you pooped your pants meeting the Queen.
Right.
Oh, come on, man. Really?
Come on, man.
Is that you guys think that's real shit? I mean, well, I mean, do you think that's real that he really shit his pants?
I don't care, but it's funny that everyone was
It is
running with
funny.
it. So might as
It
well
is
keep it
funny.
going.
I can't blame him. If I'd have met the Queen, I probably would have shit my pants too.
Hell, she's what, 202 years old or something now?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, and
since,
she would be in my house.
yes, let's see. Since Joe was in the Senate for 128 years, yeah, she's over 200.
I would just like to see one time somebody on national TV, whether it's a politician or just a regular citizen, go up to, a world leader, congressman, senator, and just go up and like pull the nose and say, let me check to make sure this shit's real. Is it a mask? But the funniest one I've seen, there was this meme, and it had a pic. You know how they have the memes with the one side and then this other side there's a cat, and it'll say something totally off the wall. Well, there was one that said Nancy Pelosi standing there saying, I'm Catholic. And this cat said, you misspelled alcoholic.
Yeah, Shane sent that to me a couple of nights ago, and I tried to put it up on screen for everybody. That was a pretty good meme.
If you want to see a good video, go look at it. I don't know if it's still on YouTube or not, but it's called The Queen's Gardener. You just have to go find it. I won't tell you what's in it. Don't watch it around kids though.
Yeah, another good one. And the guy played him so damn well. And it'll be interesting to see if any of the real history comes out. Is the guy played Winston Churchill right before Hitler did the attack. I'm trying to think of what the name of the movie was. But yeah, with Neville Chamberlain, when he kind of like was selling out his country, yeah, kind of history repeats itself. Oh, the Calm Before the Storm, I think it was what it was. The movie was called. Yeah, it was good. It's a good flick. A little bit of whether the history's correct or not, but
Let me ask a question. I'm gonna ask this. I want to ask this to D Dog. Okay, this is a question about Churchill, because I know that we were taught in school that Churchill was this amazing leader. But I've heard things about Churchill that didn't sound so great. So, was Churchill a great representation of the UK back in World War II, or were there things that he did or said, or things that he was part of that wasn't so great? Do you know?
I don't know, but in history, he was one of the best. What people with the speech
Mm-hmm.
and
Public
you know,
speaker.
right, getting his word out and everything else in history. But I really didn't dig into him.
Okay, just curious.
I know he was fined a brandy and Dunby cake
And cigars,
and
like
Churchill cigars.
Yeah,
Churchill cigars.
the only thing that I've actually researched a little bit was Churchill was supposed to make a big speech the day of Pearl Harbor, and he got information about Pearl Harbor about an hour before he went on, and he ended up throwing out the speech that he wrote because he was going to tell everyone how bad they're getting their butts kicked by the Germans. So when he went out on there to do that speech on the day of Pearl Harbor, the first words out of his mouth were, "We just won this war," because America's going to get into it, and that's just because of the history that we had over there in Europe during World War One.
A lot of things.
We got a lot of sea time under our belts, a lot of battles under our belts. If the U.S. wanted to take the gloves off, we could take the gloves off.
Well,
And I
first thing we have to do is give the UN the middle finger.
Kick them right the hell out.
Well, we're financing everything.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm going to take off, and if anyone needs an affidavit or notice so they don't have to get jabbed at work, go to Affidavit Mamas. They have 5 or 6 different ones, and the worst you'd have to do is change a couple of things in the Constitution, from the state that it's written for to your state, and it'll probably take about a half hour to put it together.
Okay. Well, I know they're coming back on December the 6th. So I think a week from today, I think they're going to be back. So I'm pretty excited about that.
And you're bringing Dave too, right?
I hope he's coming with them. I haven't heard if he's scheduled for sure or not. I know they are. I'm really hoping Dave is going to be with them as well. And you're welcome. You're welcome to hang out with us too, D Dog. I'll bring you up when they're ready to start taking callers and stuff. I'd love for you to jump up here with us and get to talk to all of them. That'd be a fun time.
Well, it'd be fun because I've been following Dave for a little over a year now.
Well, I promise you, I guarantee you get an opportunity to hop on with him.
Cool. Thanks,
All right,
brother.
Yeah.
You guys all have a blessed evening.
You too. Bye-bye. That guy is always full of. I don't think I know anybody who knows the Constitution as well as D Dog does. I would challenge anybody who wanted to challenge their knowledge against him, though. I'd put money on D Dog. He seems to know it inside and out.
I don't know. There's Well, never mind. I was going to say something, but I'll retort.
Well, I just got word that Putin told UN not to move into Ukraine.
Told
I don't know.
NATO.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the way it seemed like I was when I talked to you earlier today, I was watching Russia 24, and they were, because with the Ukraine being a NATO ally, you attack NATO or a NATO ally, then all the other countries are supposed to come in, and my boy Dmitry Medvedev and all of them said, don't do it. What I'm trying to figure out, I have an idea, but you don't know until you pull that curtain back. Why the Ukraine? I mean,
I think there's something there in the Ukraine. That's why they're
well,
so
I'm sure there
focused
is.
on it.
Yeah, I mean, Belarus with Levchenko, or that's a Ukraine. Belarus. I mean, they were having a pissing contest back and forth between them and the Kremlin. Yeah, there's something there with the Ukraine. Don't know, have an idea, but I mean, Putin's a smart dude. I mean, it's not like I ever personally met him or anything along those lines, but don't want to get misconstrued there. But I mean, he thinks of his country first, and you think Trump was a pinata. My God, they were beating the shit out of Putin with every bat that they had. I mean, they were trying to get something to stick on him.
Hold on a second. I'm responding to text. Everybody's blowing me up. I guess this Ukraine thing is a pretty big deal. I don't know.
Let me see. I can tell you here real quick. See if they're saying anything. No, the Russians are doing a history lesson.
Are
they? Yeah, that could be something. Don't screw with us. Well, the thing about it is, you do not know what to believe anymore. You look, if this is a psychological operation, whoever's putting this and running this, boy, they got it down pat because everyone's scratching their head.
Yeah, I think even the guy that put it together is scratching his head.
Yeah, like what the hell did we do? But yeah, I was just trying to think. I mean, just all the events that have happened over the last day or two. I mean, you got CEOs dropping like flies. You got I'm just waiting.
I had to reboot my software real quick.
No.
It was freezing up on me.
Yeah,
Everything
and then with all this air traffic, and then I'm trying to figure out too what the deal. You were supposed to be able, which we talked about this earlier, and I didn't know how they were going to pull this off. For the Giselle Maxwell gig, you were supposed to be able to call in and listen to it, and I was like, boy, that would be kind of rough, especially if you're, the prosecution is dealing with sources and methods. It's interesting, that they even put that out there. that you were going to be able to hear it. And, you know, what, a day or two before, Monkey had reported about all these naval aircraft flying that he said he hadn't seen in, well, forever. I don't know. It's naval aircraft. Something definitely oddball was going on.
Well,
That many. Go ahead, John.
We had something odd happen. When was that? Yesterday morning when you saw the B-2B? My wife was outside this morning and a B-2B was flying over Kansas City headed east, which means it had already headed west and was on its way back to Whiteman, which is really weird. They usually don't. If they're going to fly them over a sporting event or something, everybody knows it, and they're usually pretty low, and you know that they're what they are. I didn't hear this one, but I was asleep. But it probably would have woken me up if they were flying low. But anyway, it's kind of weird for them to fly over Kansas City. It's weird for any military craft to fly directly over Kansas City. They usually circumvent Kansas City because of other air traffic. I mean, they do it, but it's weird for them to, it's just not routine. It's because we've got two airports, major airports here that it's just easier for them to route around them.
So what report has Monkey put out there?
He was talking about all the naval aircraft that was, I believe, Alexandria, Virginia, which would be JAG headquarters, flying down to the spa, Gitmo. And then he was talking about, C-101, C-102, which is Homeland Security Director. Both those planes flew down there. I don't know, just have theories. But, because he's pointed out, too, where her federal prison number doesn't match where she's supposed to be located. So, is she down there? All I'd love to see is, and I hope if the trial's going on, if all this, man, if they wheel out Jeffrey Epstein, I hope somebody's able to do where you can take 10,000 pictures in a second just to get all the facial expressions. Yeah.
It's time. She just sent me a message. It's time for the next name, so I'm going to bring her in. All right, Tara, we're ready for, what is this, number 6?
Number 6. You are correct. Here we go. Patriot Poodle.
Patriot Poodle, you are winner number 6. Thank you, Tara. We'll drop that in the chat for you guys. So Patriot Poodle, you are winner number 6. Thank you, Tara.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye. All right, we're down to the last one here in about another 15 minutes. This was gifted to us by John E. So we'll be giving this one away next. That's the last one of the night. That's number 7. I know it's probably kind of hard to see with the shininess, but I'm excited to give that one away too. So that one will be here in about 15 minutes. So there was some talk that I seen in the chat a few minutes ago, guys, especially Jeff, about something about, I don't know, a nuke scare or dirty nuke found or something.
Are they talking about the Club K?
I don't know. It went by so fast I didn't have a chance to grab it, but I haven't heard anything about that.
Here's the thing. the world sees that our country's in turmoil. The world's in turmoil.
Mhm.
So there are going to be nation states, actors that are going to want to take advantage. Not necessarily saying that they're going to do something. We do it all the time. I mean, we put equipment in places that the equipment probably shouldn't be there, and we gather intelligence and all that other fun stuff. So, uh, on the world stage, we look weak, very weak. I mean, the American people are eating each other from the inside. You know, if you don't like what one person says or the other person says, and instead of just tuning them out, you go at them. That's a society that we're in now. People don't know how to be adults, uh, and you can blame the school systems, you can blame the politicians. You can personally, I think it's from the acceptance of a broken home. One parent raising kids, working 2, 3 jobs to make sure Jimmy and Johnny have everything that they need, and there's no family structure. I mean, it's my personal belief. You look at, uh, you know, families that have 2 parents in the home, male and female, uh, raising children. It's my personal opinion they have a better shot. Now, granted, there are the you know kids that only have one parent, and sometimes the grandparents step in and try to push some structure. Uh, but yeah, it's just a complete break, and I think it's done by design.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
the easiest way to topple a nation is from within. You,
Yep.
you just let them destroy themselves.
Break the family down, destroy the family, and then chaos ensues. And we seen it the summer of 2020.
Yep,
You see it all the time on the internet, in the chats, all over the place. People don't know how to act. They don't know how to treat one another.
correct.
And it is 100% evident on a daily basis. Let me clear something up real quick. Those 6 winners that names were just called, you guys won a 1-ounce silver buffalo coin. All right. I want to make sure that you're clear on that. It's a buffalo coin. This here is a 9/11
Commemorative.
celebrated. Thank you. I can't even say the damn word. So this was donated from John E. He so graciously sent this to me and said, "Hey, give this away." So this is number 7. Okay, all the other ones are the buffalo coins. Buffalo rounds is what they call them. They're 1 full silver ounce. They're a beautiful coin too. Just to let you guys know. So they're asking us about the things that happened in Detroit today. Um, it was another
Yeah,
one of those episodes. I don't want to say too much.
right.
Have you guys, John? Have you caught anything on the web about that shooting?
Yeah, I've been looking at things, but there hasn't been. I mean, there's been the base story, but not a whole lot of detail. Uh, they're saying it's a 15-year-old kid. Um, I think 6 shot, 3 dead.
Mm.
All students. Um, but you know, well, yeah, they're waiting to see what color he is to decide why it happened, right? I mean, that's
That's
basically
usually
what,
how it rolls.
yeah.
Usually
So
how it rolls.
um, there'll probably be a whole lot out tomorrow. Um, let in the on the T-shirt, "You can't make this up." Did you ever think that the New York Times, CNN, ABC, WAPO would be siding with Steve Bannon?
No.
They're
Are they?
they yeah, they're so Bannon wants the DOJ's documents unsealed that on the 1/6 event.
Hmm.
And now all of these or all of these organizations are now jumping on the Bannon bandwagon.
So are they requesting it too?
They said that they're joining his bid to unseal the documents.
Wow.
It is CNN, ABC, New York Times, and WAPO file legal briefing
Okay,
joining Steve Bannon's bid.
So just a second to break this down. Bannon was detained because they say that he had part in what happened in January, right?
No, he wasn't detained. He was just
Summons.
to Congress.
Summons. But
Right.
the point is they are pointing finger at him,
Right.
stating that he incited or was part of something or knew
No.
about it or whatever.
Yeah, so
Because
he
was in
was
Trump's
an
inner circle.
advisor. He was an advisor to Mr. T,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to get his any documentation he may have because he left the administration.
Yeah, I thought he left the administration very
Right.
early within the first year.
Correct. And so what
So
they're saying,
how does that link him to January 6th?
well, it doesn't have to. They're just wanting documents, right? And but that's his point. His point is, while I was there, it's all protected, and when I wasn't there, I wasn't helping. I have no knowledge beyond that. They're trying to say he was still advising afterwards, but in an unofficial capacity. So if he's unofficially part of the cabinet, then his documents presumably are not protected under executive privilege. And so basically, I guess they subpoenaed him, and he told them to come and arrest him. And then they I guess they indicted him, and then he went there and let him arrest him. And then I guess they let him go. But he's basically saying, well, here's what you can do if you want to build confidence in this case, is just unseal all the documents you have.
Mm-hmm.
Discovery. And yeah. So they're basically wanting to ask him questions and get information from him without him knowing what they're wanting to know. It's that thing when the police show up to your house with a search warrant, and it's like, well, what are you looking for? Everything. We're just going to walk around your house to see what we can find, right? Well, no judge is going to issue that warrant. Well, these people aren't dealing with judges, right? They're their own they're their own policing force, right? They police themselves. They kick in your door, they search everything, they find it, and then if they get caught, they go, well, yeah, we made a mistake. This person's gonna resign, and that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, so he's hit a nerve with unsealing those documents, and now the left-wing media is now on his side.
What? Wonder why that is, because like 2 years ago, he was the biggest white supremacist that there was. Not, totally forgetting the fact that he's a highly decorated Navy officer.
Wasn't he like a captain or something?
Yeah, but he was this ultra conservative white supremacist and an architect of all evil.
Well, that is the most existential threat in the United States today.
Is the white man, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've heard all kinds of stuff, how white supremacy is, T supporters are, influencers on YouTube are, you name it. It's a long ass list,
Yeah.
and I really don't give a rat's ass. I'm on that list. I've been on that list for probably over 2 decades, and I keep saying it. Every one of us probably is on that list. It's how high on that list are you? Because nobody's scot free. If you voted for T, you're probably on that list.
Yeah, it's incredibly easy to get on a list. I mean, somebody, I'm not kidding. They can come in and with technology like Nora, they can come in and say, "Hey, I want a list of all blonde haired, blue eyed males in the United States," and they could probably get that information within hours.
DMV records.
Well, everything's tied together, right? And Nora
Right.
links. So all of these companies, the reason you can't get anything done with social media is because the government they have tentacles into Google.
Everything.
Everything.
So
Everything.
when the government wants to know, you know, what kind of pie you think you are, well, they have that information.
Right.
All right. If they want to know, what witch hat you chose in October, they can get that information within minutes. But people don't realize that those little games that they play out there, those are there for a reason. Okay, they, it's not some just fun little game. There's psychology behind a lot of that stuff, and you're taking a psychology test, and then the government has access to all of that. Now it's illegal for them to collect it, but hey,
they do it anyway.
Well, no,
Right.
they don't collect it. Google's collecting it.
Yeah.
Right.
They're just
collecting it.
accessing it. Yeah, that's the way that works. See, it's illegal for the government to collect the data, but it's not illegal for them to look in somebody else's collection.
Correct.
So all of that information, all of your emails, I guarantee you, all of that stuff is cataloged. They may go through the motions and say, "Hey, we got to get a warrant to get your emails and stuff like that," but they already
have them.
Yeah.
Like I've been screwed for a long time. Like I'm not living in fear. I don't care. I'm telling you, I've been in this deal for a long time. It's as simple as anyone listening right now. If you've gone on your Facebook page and you liked a meme for Mr. T, and you liked a Second Amendment meme, and you've liked this and you've liked that, they have categorized all of that crap, all of it. So and I post a lot of that stuff. I have been for decades. I posted for 10 years on Facebook. I've posted it. I've been saying it for 20 years. Phone calls that they've listened to and everything else. So I don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, I just say that being the person I am, I always leave my cell phone in another room. But it's much worse than it's much worse than them collecting your emails and collecting your phone conversations. Your phone and your computer are listening even when you're not on the phone. And if you don't believe me, I'll just give you an example. Don't what you do is you make up something that you have not even looked at.
Mm-hmm. And then
I've done this. I've done
just
this.
say it a few times in the presence of your cell phone and see if it doesn't come up on your hit list on Facebook.
Correct.
Yep.
I've done that. I've done that. I've done that a million times. I've said things. And I go right to Facebook, and there it is. There it is. It pops right up, and they're listening constantly.
And I'm going to tell you something else. Your GPS is hooked into it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I've turned that off a million times, but I don't think that even matters.
I put in an address of somebody that I have no digital connection to at all. Okay. We went to their house using I'd never been to their house. I put in their address, went to their house. They showed up as a suggested friend on Facebook the next day.
Yeah,
It's all tied together.
It's there. What are you gonna do about it? I mean, seriously, there's nothing you can do. I mean, I guess if you want to live in a closet, go for it.
I'll tell you what you can do, and this is a little bit of fun, is just make up shit for it to go search for. Okay.
I could think of a few things I could make up right now and send them to somebody's location.
Just make up some device that you need to buy. I need to find one of these, and just if everybody does that, it will just drive their servers will be looking. The worst thing you can do in a database is search for something that's not
Query.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Vanna
if it's
wants
there,
to come in.
if it's there and indexed, it'll find it very fast. If it's not there, it has to look through every record to see if it's there. The worst thing you can do is look for unindexed data, and even worse is to look for data that is not there. So if everybody does that across the whole globe, Facebook will crash.
When you like to see the smoke come out of their servers. Hey, all right. It's that time of the night. It's time to draw the last coin. So let me bring Tara in real quick. Hello, Tara.
Here I am.
All right, we're ready. We're ready for the last name, or the last name that we're going to pull out. So here's the coin.
Okay, here we go.
Joe Biden.
Lois White.
Lois White, you are the proud owner of this nice silver coin. Lois White. I don't know if you're listening or not. There you are. All right. Thanks, Tara. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody.
All right.
Bye. Have a good evening.
All right. Well, we got our 7 lucky winners tonight. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for the memberships and everything that you guys do to keep us up and running. It is truly appreciated. And I was really excited to help give those out tonight. 7 1-ounce silver coins. We'll do another giveaway next month too. I don't know how many we'll have next month. We'll just have to wait and see. But I know that there's 2 already in the coffer for that. Shane's got 1, I got 1. So we'll give those away next December, or not. Well, next month. Next month, not next December, but next month. Well, gentlemen, I got a youngin who needs his rear end put to bed for school. He's in there waiting for me. So thanks for joining me tonight. Really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and leave with final thoughts. Thank you, Shane, for the super sticker. I'm going to go to John H first for your thought.
You're not paranoid if they really are watching you.
Okay, is that your final thought? I'm not paranoid because I know they are watching and listening to me, so I really don't give a shit.
Just saying. I wanted to add that to add to the prayer, Margaret and Larry, my mother-in-law and her husband, they both have come down with
the sickness.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll pray for him. All right, Jeff B., your final thought.
Yeah, so congratulations to all the silver coin winners, and we'll go ahead and do a public service announcement. So whoever mails out those gifts, make sure you get a tracking number, because I've been told that acts as a receipt.
Okay. All right. Public service notice. Here's thanks for that, Jeff. Here's my final
Yeah.
thought. What a crazy ass world we do live in. And you know what? It's nice to be here with you guys and see all of the love. It was truly nice. This is the best part of tonight. When we draw a name and it wasn't your name, I saw a lot of people congratulate those people for their win. That right there, folks, is what it's all about, is just the kindness and the respect that you guys show one another is truly amazing. So thank you for that so much. We got more giveaways coming in the near future. I'm excited about it. I think we've got a lot of cool I think we got a lot of cool things coming up here real soon that you'll also enjoy. So that is my final thought for tonight, is just the kindness and the respect that I see from you guys in the chat. It's truly amazing. Check us out, libertywarriornation.com. You guys can find us there and sign up for our email notifications. We have our prayer list there as well. If you guys got a prayer request, you can send it to us through the more button. We also have our store there with our merchandise. If you guys want to check that out as well, we finally got our t-shirts in. And so we're pretty proud of those and excited to be able to offer those to you guys, and more t-shirts with more of the badges will show up very, very soon. So be patient with us on that. And I'm just going to go ahead and pray us out for the evening, and then we'll get out of here. So thanks for joining us. Dear Heavenly Father, I just thank you for what a wonderful evening that we've spent with John H. and with D-Dog and with Jeff B. and all the callers that called in tonight, and Tara running the program for us to draw the names. Lord, I thank you for the blessings that we were able to give all the winners tonight, Lord. And to the ones who didn't get their name drawn, they're still a blessing to us, and they are blessed by you, Lord, being here with all of us. And I just thank you for that. Lord, I pray a hedge of protection around everybody that was watching the show tonight, listening, all the panelists, all the callers. Lord, I just pray that for that hedge of protection around them to keep them safe. And Lord, I just thank you for another wonderful day and look forward to what tomorrow brings. And I just pray that in your son's precious name. Amen. All right, John, have a great night. We'll catch you again tomorrow. I'm glad you're not so busy that you can call in and spend some time with us. I know that you were missed. So thanks for doing that.
Yep.
And
it's good to not be busy.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm going to take some time off here real soon. So we'll see you guys back here 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain Time. See y'all.